Welcome to Meals in Moments, where I get well-known faces round to cook their favourite recipes. And we'll show you some great menu ideas to prepare meals that take no time at all. Across the series, we'll be getting some great ideas from some well-known faces for simple and delicious meals that can be cooked up in minutes. My guest today decided on his chosen career when he was just 12 years old, and it clearly worked out because he now runs a multi-million-pound hairdressing empire, and I can safely say I'll never be one of his clients. It's Nicky Clark.
You have a lovely shaped head.
Thank you. I think, though, if you produce a cure for baldness, then all of the wealth that you already have, Mr. Clark, you would just be...
Yeah, you've probably got every drug company in the world looking for that one. Yeah. That's gonna be their new Viagra, you see.
But see, I don't think I want it. I quite like the fact. I'm happy with it now.
The thing is, you're very fortunate that you have a great shaped head, and that's true. But I think that most people would probably go, well, maybe I'll just try that.
I would have your locks, though, if I could. I genuinely would. If tomorrow I could wake up and I would have your locks, I would just be so happy. It would be brilliant.
But people might go, it looks ridiculous. They say that to me sometimes.
But there's nothing ridiculous about Nicky's dish, which is a seriously good Mediterranean chicken stew with a feta cheese and green salad.
This is kind of a very simple dish, and in fact, it's part of my heritage because I'm half Greek. My mother's Greek, so I have a very Mediterranean background. Now, this is the bit where I suppose you're going to think that I'm cheating, because I would normally make my own tomato base, but very often people just drop over in my house. So I always tend to keep a bunch of these ones that
Ready sauces.
Yeah, which I kind of think are always...
I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, I would defy anybody, myself included, to not open their cupboard and find there is some form of ready sauce, whether it be a tomato one, a curry one, whatever. OK, so what do we need first of all? What's the first job?
I would say... Well, if you want to do the salad, I would say...
Sure.
We'll start.
Did you really decide at 12 you were going to be a hairdresser?
Well, I think 12 might be slightly pushing it, but I was certainly maybe 14 when I started. I mean, it must have been about 1971, 72. I mean, that was a very interesting time for men's hairdressing, if you think about it. It was a sort of a kind of a peacock era. Back
then, that's quite an unusual career choice for a bloke.
Yeah, it was, definitely. I mean, my dad definitely thought it was unusual. Garlic. You know what? I never know what to do, other than have one of those machines of going like that.
Garlic press, which is nice,
yeah.
But you know what? One of the simplest things to do is just literally bash it with the heel of your hand, with the skin on, and then it will just peel out of there really easily.
You just have it all over your hands, smell it.
Yeah, well, I don't mind that, you know.
Yeah, you might not.
It's a messy job being a chef.
Yeah, so actually at that time, I mean 1972, the film Shampoo had come out with Warren Beatty, so I think there was a kind of a little bit more interest going on. Funnily enough, fast forward 20-odd years, I was doing Annette Bening's hair, and Warren was there. He was kind of like passing the salon, actually, and he sort of popped by and I was saying, oh, how's everything and how's the kids and stuff like that. And he suddenly sort of got out his wallet and it had, like, all these children's pictures coming out. And I just suddenly went, no, don't spoil the illusion. I had him on a, a Harley or a, hairdryer down the front of his trousers, going to Julie Christie, one of those jobs. So, yes, probably a bit of an influence here.
And from a food point of view, your ideal meal would be what?
My ideal meal would be anything Greek or Italian. Yeah. I actually kind of hate French food, really, but I mean, I kind of... Yeah, I just can't bear it. I find it all so pretentious. It's that whole thing of, the French saying, come, we'll show you how to eat, where the Mediterraneans kind of go, come, just let's eat.
And this, though, is very typical of what you do. This is one-pot cooking. You describe yourself as your cooking style.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I know that I probably don't do things right. I mean, I know that I don't... Even down to anything from chopping vegetables properly. I know that I tend to just kind of throw things in. The food is important, but it's really more about the friends and people and the process of eating.
This is smelling lovely already. So we've got in there onion, garlic, chicken.
The chicken. I mean, and normally I would put some herbs in at this point.
Would you say you're an instinctive cook? Would you, do you ever follow a recipe, or is it all...
No, I've never followed a recipe in my life, which is probably shows sometimes.
Now, herb-wise, we've got oregano, I've got some thyme, we've got some flat leaf parsley. Do you want me to chop a bit of the parsley for you?
Yes. I'm going to start sticking some of this in, actually, because I don't want it to dry out and get burnt.
So who's your favourite celebrity client now?
David Bowie, probably.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm such a huge fan. And, you know, I was a 14-year-old, you know, going to the house in Beckenham, you know, to get my things signed and stuff like that. So,
and what era?
Probably...
I'm trying to imagine what haircut you were doing for it.
1972, 73.
72, so you
big Ziggy.
Right in the kind of Ziggy Stardust
I had a big old
era.
Ziggy hairdo, yeah, it was funny. But, you know, you can't work with every supermodel and, you know, royal family, etc., and end up with one favourite, because it's just, you know, you just kind of think, oh, this is fantastic.
I'm sure you can't tell me that's this one either. Has there been anyone that you thought, you know what, I don't care how much you want to pay me, I'm never cutting your hair again?
Yeah, they have, but I'm not going to mention
I knew.
It. Most of the people that people think that I would have had a problem with, I found incredibly charming. You know, the sort of ones that you think are going to be divas, you know, going to Downing Street and doing Margaret Thatcher, doing Diana Ross and having to, you know, doing Naomi Campbell all the time. These are all the kind of the iconic divas, and they've all been absolutely lovely. You know, absolutely charming.
It smells delicious. So,
but I think this is a bit thick, though. Should we stick some more water into this?
Yeah, sure. So what have we done so far? Just back up, and we've gone, started with...
A little olive oil, fried a little bit of garlic and some onions, put the chicken in just to sear them off so that those juices are sealed in with the herbs as well, put in some tomato-based sauce, and then really just added some vegetables in there. And the whole thing really just needs to kind of simmer. Oh, I did note some basil there, actually. Can we have that somewhere else?
Yeah, help yourself. Yeah, do you want this parsley in yet, by the way?
Yes, I will, actually.
And do you still work on the scissors now? Or are you finding... Yeah.
Every day, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. I suppose I can't really see me sort of giving up somehow. But
No,
I mean, most of my contemporaries have they're all sitting on their yachts somewhere. Yes. I know.
I think we're looking like we're done. You happy with that?
I think we are, actually.
Now,
I think it is.
With the salad, do you want me to dress the salad, put the feta on top, or the feta in and toss it all together? What would you like?
Why does it make any difference?
I just wanted you to be happy. I'm just thinking of the image.
No, I tend to just put the feta in, because I don't mind if it crumbles. In Greece, they tend to just put a slab, actually, sometimes.
That's right, yeah, big piece.
On the top. So it really doesn't matter, but it's quite nice both ways. Shall I pour in?
Yeah. It smells delicious.
It does, doesn't it?
It's just very simple. Some nice veg, courgettes, beans, onion, chicken, tomato.
Upmarket peasant food.
Lovely. And a big bowl of salad.
Which looks
feta
great.
And your
well
zingy
done.
dressing.
You could go far.
Looking forward to our appointment to eat it, mate.
Yes.
So, to make Nikki's easy Mediterranean chicken stew with a feta cheese and green salad, first chop some garlic and onions and fry them in a little olive oil until soft. Next, add the sliced chicken breast and some fresh Mediterranean herbs such as thyme, bay, rosemary and oregano. Then cook the chicken for a minute, mix in a tin of chopped tomatoes and a jar of tomato sauce and cook out for about 10 to 15 minutes. For the garden vegetables, use chopped green beans, sliced courgettes and tinned butter beans. Then pour the aromatic stew into a bowl and garnish with some basil. For the feta salad, just slice green peppers and cucumber and mix in a bowl with a few green salad leaves, topping it off with some crumbled feta cheese.
We need to get into character and the zone. So where are we in our ideal world now? Where are we?
I'm probably on the beach in Greece, on a Greek island, actually.
Nice. I think I've just come off the beach. I've been a little bit too hot, to be honest. So I'm now in, you know, that little taverna just up the road.
Fine.
So we've got beans, we've got butter beans, we've got courgettes, tomato.
Okay, very good.
That is delicious. It's really simple.
And pretty healthy, I think, as well.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, Nicky. I am stunned at how much I'm enjoying it. I was thinking, I thought it would be nice, knowing what you're like as a human being, but it's Moorish. I just want more and more and more of it. It is absolutely delicious. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.